Welcome to a starter class of Postpartum Pilates. So none of these exercises should be painful or uncomfortable. It's all about just gently engaging your muscles again. You should always try and seek a specialist, so a women's health physio, if you've got any concerns or want to get anything checked out. But yeah, give these a go, make sure they're not painful and see how you get on. Alright, so we're going to start on our backs. We're not really going to move from our backs. So having light, roll yourself gently down onto your back. First of all, we're just going to set our position whilst we're here. So the first one's just lengthening our neck away. So slide the crown of your head towards the top of the mat. Just lengthen through the bottom of that neck. And you should be looking straight up at the ceiling. Next, open through your collarbone. So make sure the tips of the shoulders are touching the mat. So just nice, wide and open. Keep your ribs nice and relaxed. And we're just going to go through a few pelvic tilts. So tilt that pelvis forward and rock it back, and just do a couple of those. So just get used to gently tilting that pelvis forward, rocking it back, and then relax down where it's comfortable. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start with is breathing, because it's really important after you've given birth. Your diaphragm is a really important muscle, and it helps to stabilise your core, and it can get really tight and tense, so we're just going to help to relax it a little bit. So nice long neck, nice open collarbone. Put one hand on your chest and one on your belly. And we're just going to breathe in and out through the nose. And as you breathe out, your belly should rise and your chest should expand. And as you breathe all the way out, belly should lower and chest comes in. So as you take a deep breath in, belly should rise and chest expands. As you breathe out, belly lowers and chest drops. So just do a nice few breaths, really nice in and out through the nose, expanding that chest, lifting up the belly, and as you breathe out, letting the chest fall and the belly fall. Good, so we're going to add in the pelvic floor now. So lots of people can get some stress incontinence after you give birth, so that's just a little bit of wee coming out. And lots of people get that because they brace and they hold their diaphragm really tight. So what we're going to practice is engaging our pelvic floor, which will help you hold in that wee, but whilst relaxing and breathing through our rib cage and helping that diaphragm move. So let's think about that pelvic floor. I'm sure you've done it before. There's lots of different ways to think about it. But you're just going to draw up. So just a very light squeeze. It's not big tense. You're just going to pull up. Imagine someone puts a marble in up there, and you don't want to let it fall out. So you just got that very light tension, just holding it up. Okay, so once you've got that light tension, we'll keep the squeeze on the pelvic floor, and we're going to add in the breathing. Remember, in and out through your nose. As you breathe in, nice rise of the belly. As you breathe out, let it lower down. But this whole time we're holding that marble in. Just a nice gentle hold of your pelvic floor as we allow ourselves to breathe in and out through the nose. Good, 2 more breaths. Keep holding that marble, keep holding that pelvic floor. 1 more breath, keep the squeeze on the pelvic floor, just a nice light hold. Good, and relax. Good, well done. Okay, so we're going to layer it up. So we've got the pelvic floor, we've got the breathing. The next layer is your abdominals. So we all have those six-pack muscles, might be under a few layers, but we all have them. And the line in the middle of that six-pack, when you get pregnant, can stretch, and it's just that connective tissue. But a way to check if it's overstretched and we've got what you call diastasis, just put your fingers flat down in your midline, just above your belly button. And if you can feel your fingers drop in the middle, like there's 2 parts either side, that means they've just stretched a little bit and there's a bit of a gap. So what we're trying to do, even if there isn't a gap, is draw that gap in, okay? And by doing that, we're drawing our abdominal muscles towards our belly button. So almost drawing our belly button towards our spine to squeeze those abs on. It's just a nice gentle squeeze. If you've got those fingers in between that line, just think about drawing in towards those fingers. And you should feel it toughen up a little bit underneath your fingers, almost push you away so it's closing that line in, that little gap in. Okay, so we're going to layer up. Okay, so first one is that pelvic floor. So just drawing up or holding that marble. The next we're going to draw our abdominal muscles in towards our belly button. So just squeezing through our abs, trying to reduce that gap in the middle. So we've got the pelvic floor, we've got the abs. Now let's get the breath. So nice deep breath in and out through the nose. We're keeping the squeeze on the abs, we're keeping the pelvic floor on. We're just expanding that chest in and out through the nose. Keep drawing those abdominals towards the belly button, that belly button towards the spine. That pelvic floor is staying on, that light little squeeze, just holding that marble up. And the chest is just rising and falling. One more breath. And relax. Get those abs off, let the pelvic floor relax. Good, we're going to do one more of those, so the layer of the pelvic floor, the abdominals and the breathing. Let's just make sure we reset so that neck's nice and long, the collarbone's nice and wide, so the tips of our shoulders are on the mat. Ribs nice and relaxed. Okay, let's go again. So let's get that pelvic floor on. We're just going to draw in, just pulling up a little bit of engagement through that pelvic floor. Hold that marble. Fingers in the middle, and you're going to draw towards that belly button. Get those abdominals switched on. Get that belly button towards the spine. The pelvic floor, abs. Now let's add the breathing. Good, really try and expand that chest, get the range. It's going to feel hard to keep those abdominals on as you really stretch open your chest. But try, so nice little pelvic floor, nice little engagement of the abs. And relax, breathing in and out through the nose. Let's go for 3 more breaths. Relaxing that upper body, keep the pelvic floor and abs on. Good, one more. Keep that pelvic floor, keep the abs on. And relax. Good work. Okay, so we're going to add in a little bit of movement now. So some issues you might find is rolling over in bed. It can be a little bit sore through your pubis because a lot of stress has gone through that bone. So we're going to start to add in a little bit of an adductor work. If this is too painful, just do really small ranges of motion. You don't have to go big ranges. Okay, so again, we're going to layer up. Pelvic floor on, abs on as we just did, and we're just going to drop one knee out to the side and bring it back in. But that whole time, our pelvis is staying square to the ceiling, nice and engaged, okay? And we're going to use our breath with the knee, so breathe in, down and up, and breathe out, down and up. Okay, let's go. Pelvic floor, abdominals, and breathing in, and breathing out. And in and out. Good, I know there's lots to think about. Just let that knee drop out and in. You're engaging through that pelvic floor, through the abs, and you're using the breath to help remember. So breathing in for down and up, and breathing out for down and up. Good, keeping that pelvis square. Let's go for 3 more. Good, nice and relaxed. Well done. We're going to go on to the other side. So again, lay the pelvic floor, the abs, keep the pelvis square, and just dropping that knee out and in as much as you can do, and it's not painful. And use the breath to do it. Okay, let's go. So pelvic floor, abs, and breathe in and out. And out. Good. Keep the engagement of the pelvic floor. Keep on through the abs and keep that pelvis square to the ceiling. Let's go for 3 more. And relax. Good work. Right. If you've got a pillow nearby or rolled up jumper or anything like that, nothing too wide, quite a small pillow. This is probably a little bit too big, but put it in between your knees. Okay, so we've got the nice long neck, open collarbone, and we're going to layer up one more layer. So we're going to have the pelvic floor, we're going to draw the abs in towards that belly button. And then we're going to squeeze our knees together as much as is comfortable. So don't go so much it's painful. Just a gentle squeeze of that pillow as we practice doing our breaths, okay? So let's layer in the pelvic floor, drawing up, hold that marble. Engage through the abdominals, so drawing in towards that belly button. Squeeze the knees together as much as is comfortable, and let's go for those breaths. Good, keep squeezing the pillow. Good, 4 more breaths. You'll feel these adductors working. They need to get strong. Good, 2 more breaths. Keep the pelvic floor, the abs on, the squeeze on. 1 more. And relax, let the pillow go. That really gets your inner thighs burning, gets them working, but they're really important to help you turn over in bed and not cause pain. Alright, so we're going to do that one again, but we're going to do one exercise before we do that again. So the next exercise, we have the same layers, the pelvic floor and the abs, and then this time you're going to bring one knee up, walk it down, bring the other knee up. So we're going to breathe in, breathe out. And the whole time, keeping engaged through our core to keep our pelvis square to the ceiling. Okay? So let's add the pelvic floor in, add the abs, and let's go. Breathe in and out. And in and out. Good. Keep engaging through that pelvic floor, squeezing the abs towards your belly button nice and gently. And just keep that relaxed breathing in and out through the nose, expanding your chest and then letting the air all the way out. Good, 3 more each side. Good, keep controlling through the abs, 1 more. And relax. Grab your pillow back. We're going to go for another squeeze. Okay, so again, let's remember the layers and let's go. So pelvic floor, add in the abdominals, so draw towards your belly button, squeeze the knees together as much as is comfortable, and let's breathe. You can take this opportunity to breathe a little bit slower. You can pause at the end of the inhalation and pause at the end of the exhalation. Keep the squeeze on the knees, keep the squeeze on the abs, keep the pelvic floor on. I don't want you to feel like you're doing this. It should be a nice gentle squeeze and allowing yourself to breathe in and out through the nose, nice and relaxed, rising and full of the chest. Good, 2 more breaths, keep the squeeze on. 1 more. And let the pillow fall. Good work. Right, that's the last of the pillow. We're not going to use that again. We're going to do the 1 more marching one, and then we're going to do some back mobility, and that's it. Okay? So let's add the pelvic floor on. Let's engage through the abdominals, drawing in towards the belly button, closing down that gap. And let's breathe. And out. Keep the abs on. Keep the pelvic floor on. Keep the breathing nice and rhythmical, in and out through the nose, letting the chest rise and fall. Good, 3 more. And relax, good work. Right, rolling onto your side and pushing yourself up, and we're going to go into sitting. So when you start to breastfeed, you can get really tight through your chest and tight through your upper back. So this exercise is to help you open up through that chest and get some mobility into your back again. Okay, so palms up, elbows up. So you're making this almost like W shape. You're going to take a deep breath in there, through the nose. Exhale and rotate that chest bone around. Inhale there. See if you can exhale a little bit further round. And inhale back to the middle. And exhale round to the other side. Inhale there. See if you can exhale a little bit further round. Inhale back. And let's repeat. Open up that chest, elbows back. Exhale round. Inhale to open. Exhale to further round. Inhale back. Exhale round. Inhale to open. Exhale round. Inhale back. And relax down. Good. Put your hands on the small of your lower back. Try and squeeze your elbows together. And just lift that chest bone up to the ceiling, looking up. Just take a nice couple of deep breaths there. And relax. Good. I hope you found that useful. You can replay this video as much as you've got time for. Alright. All the best. Bye bye.